Hey, what is up guys? GuitarRock here. Welcome back to another CounterSide video. Alright, if you guys are not aware, earlier today they released this particular developers notes for June 2023. So figured I'll check it out. This was released across the other servers as well for the KR server, and this is going to be the global server edition. So let's check it out. Let's talk about what's happening, what can we expect in the next couple of weeks, I would say. So first things first, dear CEOs, this is Kim Hyun-so, the head PD of CounterSide. On June 2023, we are going to talk about big updates upcoming in July, introducing the 3 out of 4 quarter roadmap for the Korean server. Okay, this is going to be interesting. So let's see what this is all about. First things first, on global server, we will be getting the new co-op battle boss, which is Tyrant Gigas. Alright, this is going to happen later on in August 9, which is way later. Alright, we're still in June, then we have July, then we have like early August apparently. We're going to have this new boss. So Tyrant Gigas will have strong skills and gimmicks, which will be more challenging than Demolition Worm. Okay, makes a lot of sense. This is going to be a new co-op boss entirely. Before releasing the boss, I'm here to tell you more about the boss in detail. Alright, let's have a look. What do we need to know right here? The most important point to remember is that during phase 2, after 2 minutes of combat remains, when Tyrant Gigas start to use special and ultimate, this special skill will summon Tyrant Armor and Tyrant Gigas. If the CEO does not meet the hit count on the armor to pass this gimmick, the boss will nullify all the barriers within its effective area for 10 seconds while damaging everything on the field with a certain amount of damage, true damage, along with guaranteed critical damage. Alright, if you guys are not aware, Tyrant Armor, I believe we fought this in the Danger Close, right? So the gimmick here is you want to try to reach the hit count. So hit count meaning that the number of hits. Soldier characters are going to help a lot. MA Rifleman is the one that I can think of notably. And then we also have the R Soldier Assault Trooper. That one is also going to be pretty obvious choice. Like if you want something, Awakened Civilian is going to be very decent as well because she has the rifles to help her out. Definitely, those are the options. So Tyrant Gigas enhancement level is as follows. You can see level 1 and 2, Tyrant Armor removes armor after 80 hits. That's a lot of hits, right? 80 hits is a lot. Tyrant Gigas 100 hits after 16 seconds for special skill cancellation. Okay, that's going to be quite interesting. Up to the max level, you can see level 7 onwards, 110 hits and 130 hits for Tyrant Gigas. So the more higher the level, the more hits is required to be able to activate or basically try to cancel the skill. 50% defense buff on the first level, additional 5% level increase. Tyrant Gigas special and ultimate skills that negate barriers will cancel barriers like Esterosa Half. Okay, that's something to keep in mind if you are using characters with barriers. Better be extra careful. This can be acknowledged as barrier reflux during the actual in-game play. Okay, so moreover, with the appearance of the boss, we are going to change the co-op battle schedule from 3 weeks of active battle period and a week of break. Each season's reward will be halved from the 8-week long schedule, and the increase in the elimination reward and cumulative reward will increase. Furthermore, after this update, CEOs will be able to get all the rewards after eliminating level 5 to 6 bosses to reduce the burden a little bit. Okay, that's pretty interesting actually. That is pretty interesting. Now let's talk about the rest of these things right here. Let's scroll down a little bit. Let's see. Starting from the next co-op battle season, alright, purification rate and the acquirable list of artifacts will show up. Okay, that's something that's good. That's something they're going to add later on. So let's talk about dimension trimming. Something that I think a lot of players have stopped farming here. This was originally planned out where the users can basically farm for high level equipment. But let's be honest, how many of you guys actually farm in the dimension trimming? I think not many. Like, let's be honest here, just not many. Alright, forcing players to manually play made the content unfriendly to the users. That's something to keep in mind. Also, in mid-July, there will be gimmicks that require players to play manually. This will be adjusted overall to lower the stress, alright, of playing the content while giving more access to the equipment. This is always going to be beneficial. Definitely something to appreciate for sure. Substream seasonal episode and QOL edition. Alright, next up, they are going to adjust certain things. All of this seasonal event episode will be added under a separate category, which is the seasonal records. Alright, right now the substream is a little bit clunky. it's a little bit messy. If I'll be honest with you guys, if you go right here, you go to the substream, this can be a little bit hard to follow for new players. I guess for someone that's much more accustomed to this, like since origin day one, I think most of us can basically sort of try to grasp what's happening. Like you just follow the lines, right? But for new players, I can see this can be a bit, wow, there's a lot of things happening. So they're going to add a separate section. Makes a lot of sense. Next up, let's see, ship balance patch and skill seal effect adjustments. Ooh, okay, what is this about? A ship is an element where you can actively engage and influence the outcome of battles. Makes a lot of sense. However, the skill seal effects were also applicable on ships, leading to CEOs feeling helpless and cannot do anything under unfavorable conditions, and even some CEOs thought this was a gameplay bug. To resolve this issue, we decided to give permanent immunity to ships from getting their skills sealed. Oh, that is huge! That is huge. Okay, if you guys are not aware, this is going to be notably in this particular ship called New Ohio. Alright, if you guys are not aware, and if you guys have fought New Ohio before, you would know in PvP why New Ohio is very, very strong, why this active skill is very strong, is because this thing can basically prevent you from casting skill. And not only can it prevent the character inside that barrier to cast skill, it can also prevent the enemy ship to cast skill, which makes it a really, really strong PvP ship. Alright, if you guys have not fought a New Ohio before, this ship, the moment you cast your sphere on the enemy ship, alright, if the enemy ship is within that circular blue color sphere thing, you are able to silence them, which makes this kind of a broken ship overall. So we also notice, however, by doing so, New Ohio may be undervalued from this patch. Yes, if they remove the ability from ships to get skill sealed, this is going to change New Ohio permanently. Now, I think this ship is going to be less used now, because this is what makes New Ohio really strong. Anything that's inside this blue circular sphere, they are all silenced. These include enemy ships, right? So now that this has changed, this is why like New Ohio is really strong, because you have the advantage, you delay the skill cooldown, right? So now they're going to change it completely. Instead of giving the ship a complete new set of skills, we decided to buff its passive skill. Okay, so before, enemy soldiers damage taken amplification up to plus 20%. So this is going to refer to the, I believe, the passive skill. Let me see again. This is going to be the New Ohio ship's passive skill, which is this one. Alright, so up to 20% makes a lot of sense. Right now, they are going to change it. Ooh. So it's still 20%, but now they are adding knockback resistance plus 100% after deployment. So that means your characters will not get knocked back. Is that better though? Is that better than silencing the enemy? I guess in a way it is better. If you're playing a rush comp, if you're trying to rush the enemy, like now you deploy all your units, you cannot get knocked back. And this is a passive. Alright, knockback resistance 100%. This is a passive. That means it's permanently there. I think this is kind of strong in a way. Alright, so let's see what else. Gleipnir Port type's first active skill in static and advanced in static is active. The area of effect for attack speed 50% decrease has been increased slightly. Ooh, so they are buffing Gleipnir Port type. I think Gleipnir Port type is a very strong PvP ship as well. Do I even have this ship? Yes, I do. So this one I think, targets lose 50% of attack speed for 10 seconds. So they are even going to further increase this? This effect will affect static bosses, which will give a competitive edge to the ship in the PvE content. Wow, PvE? Okay, that is good. That is actually good. Now that we're gonna get all of this extra stuff, I don't see why this is a bad thing. So overall, New Ohio is gonna get rework, sort of a nerf and a buff at the same time. We're gonna get the knockback resistance. We're also gonna get, now we cannot no longer silence enemy ship, that's the nerf part. But we'll see if this is enough to justify the entire rework, right? The entire change. But Gleipnir Port type is gonna get a buff entirely. Alright, so far it's pretty good news so far. Courage Seasons. Alright, Replacer King, what is this? Replacer King Overworld, the end of the world. Oh, this is the special skin, right? And the frame. So if you finish the previous season, you are getting this skin. And you can see a new season will come soon with the following requirements. These are the rankings. You need to reach at least Diamond 4 to be getting the... So what are they changing here? Diamond 4 from 3,900 to 3,800. So they are reducing it by 100, so it's slightly easier to get to Diamond 4 if you are trying to get to where you were, which is getting the skin. During Sincere Season, SSR, ship's max damage limit taken, now also includes crit damage resistance as well. This buff will be applied on the June 28th patch and may be changed or deleted through additional notice. Okay, crit damage resistance. This is going to make Xiaolin weaker now. Huh, because Xiaolin always crits, right? Okay, so the next one, the 2023 Sincere Season will be given, the skin is going to be for Amy First Wing. Please look forward to her attractive yet deadly looks. Okay, this is a very good, what is that, a maid outfit? And she's holding like a monster, let me zoom in a little bit. A monster drink right here, something like that. Why is she standing behind a vending machine? I guess it's kind of cool. Very cool outfit nonetheless. Seems pretty, you know, kind of inspiring. A limited skin will be given out. I believe a C server, global server, all the server will be getting this particular skin for the next season. Alright, that's pretty cool. Next up for global, Awaken Chifuyu. Okay, now, should you pull for Awaken Chifuyu? Here's the thing, right? In C server, we got Awaken Regina first, then Awaken Chifuyu. But looks like for global server, they're going to change the order a little bit. Looks like it's going to be Awaken Chifuyu first, then Awaken Regina after. So I do think that Awaken Chifuyu is going to be slightly more beneficial to most accounts. I do think she's a better pull compared to Awaken Regina. Awaken Regina is not bad, but she's 7 cost. She's going to be a little bit hard to use, and if you want to use her, ideally you have to like sort of build a team surrounding her. Whereas Awaken Chifuyu is probably more flexible. That's a term that I would use, right? It's easier to put her in teams, ideally. So I do think if you can choose one, and if you are still deciding to pick one, and you care about meta, Awaken Chifuyu is going to be my vouch for sure. Ethereal Moon Splitter, this is going to be on July 5th. Okay, that's pretty cool. Alongside new mainstream episode 9.5 will also be there. This is going to be the main story. Livia Tennis is going to come later on. Finally, she will be featured on the Counterpass. Highly recommend you guys to get her. Alright, so I know for global right now, the characters are not that amazing, but Livia Tennis is going to be one of the better characters to obtain, one of the best defender to obtain for a lot of players. Alright, she's going to be up there with Riam Alex and Riam KC Once you get her, you will know, you will see her performance. She does a lot of damage in terms of counter. She does a lot of things. She can also tank pretty well as well. Other QOL improvements include select any equipment and see where to acquire the same pieces. Okay, what is this? Alright, some quality of life where you can find certain things. Always useful. On the PC client, they're also going to add a mouse cursor. Oh, this is the mouse cursor here. So you can make the size of the mouse bigger or smaller. Man, C server needs this as well. Please give this to C server as well. This will give an option to CEOs to actually use it on the client and adjust the size. Alright. Next up, the Prestige. A Blossoming Desire will end on June 27th. After a short break, a new Prestige will begin on August. The next Prestige skin belongs to Tenured President Regina McCready. The following skin will be featured on August 2023. And the Awaken unit will be released on September 2023. Okay, so we're gonna get our global is gonna get the Awaken Regina on around September, and this is going to be the skin for her. Very interesting. Alright, so I guess C server already have. So I guess, yeah, both, now that I look at it, both of it, the Awaken Shinja is going to go away soon. If you guys still deciding if you want to obtain this, make sure you guys obtain this. I think Awaken Shinja skin is better based on what I can see right now. I do like Awaken Shinja skin more than this. But we'll see. Maybe she has a good animation overall, the good L2D. That's something to consider. Alongside a preparation for the half anniversary on August 2023. Half anniversary for Origin is coming. And that concludes the June 2023 developers notes. Alright, what do you guys think overall? I think there's plenty of good things to look forward to. The mouse cursor is pretty good. We also have Awaken Chifuyu, something that you guys are looking forward to. Awaken Amy's skin, plenty of stuff. And yeah, the ship is going to... This is going to change the PvP a lot, right? So now, remember that apparently ships cannot get skill seal anymore. So, I don't know, kind of a huge thing, kind of a big change overall. That means, you know, your ship is going to, the skill is going to be available to you. You cannot like try to counter enemy that way. I guess I like it that way, but in a sense, it's good to have this kind of developer talk. It's good to look at all of these updates. So yeah, subscribe if you guys haven't already. Give this video a like, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a nice day. Goodbye.